Hello students. Now we start with the next pest, that is the red cotton bug. So in this video we discuss about the red cotton bug. The name itself indicates that the red cotton bug means a bug which attacks on the cotton plant. Okay, so we called it as the red cotton bug. Okay. See, this is the picture of red cotton bug. This is the dorsal view of red cotton bug and this is the ventral view of red cotton bug. If you observe carefully, the red cotton bug which is having the identification mark from the dorsal side. Okay. So the next one, if we study the classification first, the red cotton bug is from class Insecta. It is from order Hemiptera. See here, Hemiptera means what? The insect with the partially transparent and partially tough wing, that is known as the major characteristic feature of Hemiptera. Then the family is Pyrocoididae. Then genus and species Dysdurcus singulatus. So Dysdurcus singulatus is the scientific name of red cotton bug. See, there are many other alternative host plant, or we are saying that the bug not only feeds on the cotton but it also feeds on bhendi, ambadi, hollyhock and many other plants which are from the Malvaceae family. Okay, so this is about the red cotton bug. Now next we study the identification mark. See here, the adult which measures about 12 to 15 in a length. So the length of the beetle which is 12 to 50 mm in a length, and the females are larger, they are 15 mm in a length, and the males are smaller, that is 12 mm in a length. The color of the bug, see, except the eyes, remaining are the blood red color of the bug is there. Then the scutellum, anal antenna, anal region as well as the antenna, these are the only organs which remain black in a color, while remaining all other body parts they are red in a color. Okay, besides this, the forewings, specifically the forewings, they possesses the black colored spot, and these forewings are membranous forewings. So already we discussed the characteristic of the order Hemiptera. So in order Hemiptera, the forewing are membranous. Okay, and those membranous forewings, they possesses black colored spots. So here the black colored spots are there. Here it is the black colored spot. Okay, so this is about the identification mark, the black spots which are present on the membranous forewing. Then a series of white transverse bands which are also present on the ventral side of the abdomen. See, this is the ventral surface. So we are able to observe the white strips. So ventrally, though the whole bug which is red in a color, the ventral side they possesses the white colored strips. Then mouth parts which are adapted in the adults for piercing and sucking. So the mouth parts, they are of piercing and sucking, and the name itself indicate that these bugs, they pierce their mouth parts in the plant parts and they are able to suck the cell sap. Since the mouth parts of the adults are helpful for the process of piercing and sucking, and such a piercing and sucking mouth parts, they produces the straight beak, or we also call it as the rostrum. The nymphs which are smaller than the adults and are wingless. So this is about the identification mark of the insect. Now next we study the life cycle. Uh, okay, just see that this is not the jawar stem borer. Actually, okay, it is the life cycle of the red cotton bug. Okay, here the life cycle of red cotton bug is there. So we study the life cycle of red cotton bug. The female, here you can easily observe that the males are smaller and the females are comparatively larger. These females which laid eggs, and the female laid eggs during the spring, and she laid 70 to 80 eggs in a cluster, but actually these eggs they are laid in the soil, okay, moist soil surface. It required, or the female particularly which required the moist soil surface, or fallen leaves, or in a crevices, creeks and crevices. Okay, so specifically for the purpose of egg laying, the soil is must. Then eggs which are spherical, they are yellowish white and they are about 1.2 mm in a length. Okay, see, after the 7 days of incubation, the eggs hatched, and the eggs when hatched, the next stage in the life cycle of red cotton bug is the nymph. See, it is not the larva. There are only 3 stages. The first one egg, second one nymph, and third one adult. So these are the only 3 stages, and we call such a type of the life cycle as incomplete life cycle, because it possesses only 3 steps: egg, nymph, and adult. So the nymph which are just emerge out from the eggs. So here there are total 5 molds. See, this is the first mold. When eggs hatch, these first nymphal instar, now we are called it as the nymphal instar. So here we are able to observe the first nymphal instar. They are very minute. So these first nymphal instar which are 1 mm in a length and they are red colored and which resembles the adult, means they are similar to that of the adults, but they are immature stages. So only the reproductive organs are not well developed, the size is also very small, and the absence of wings are there. So these are the 3 differences between the nymph and the adult. Okay, so if you carefully observe, this is the first instar, this is the second instar, this is third nymphal instar, fourth nymphal instar, and this is the fifth nymphal instar. So one by one, means the first nymphal instar when undergo the process of molting or egdiasis. Okay, molting means what? Removal of old skin, ज्याला आपण मराठीमध्ये काट टाकणे म्हणतो. Okay, so here the first nymph when undergo the process of molting, it produces the second nymphal instar. Again this second nymphal instar undergo the process of molting. Like this way each and every nymphal instar undergo the molting, and after each molt they enter into the next nymphal instar, and finally the fifth nymphal instar when molts, it develops either into female or it develops into the male depending on the sex of that particular insect. Okay, so to complete the whole nymphal stage, okay, so this first to fifth, it required total 49 to 89 days. See why there is a variation of 50 to 90 days for our consideration. Instead of saying 49 to 89 days, we are saying that suppose 50 to 90 days. See, the nymphal instars, they convert from first to second, second to third. Again, it depends on the environmental situation. If the environmental situations are quite good, the molds or the nymph undergo the process of molting very fast. And if the environmental situations are not good, in that case the nymph shows the delay in their growth. Okay, and that's why there is a variation that the nymph either required 49 to 89 days to complete from first to the fifth nymphal instar, and after that in winter the life cycle of the nymph requires 3 months to complete, but in a summer season again it is varied. So when the temperature is high, comparatively the life cycle completes fast as compared with the winter. Now the pest which breeds on the cotton from August to the month of November, and they take shelter under the leaves, or they are taking the shelter under the debris from December to the middle of the March, and they feeds on the another host plant that is known as a bendy from April to July. Since the life cycle of the bug required 6 to 8 weeks to complete. Okay, so this is about the life cycle. The next, that is the nature of damage. See here, you are able to observe, this is the bird. And the nymphal instars, they attack on the cotton bud. So here these nymphs as well as adults, they are causing the damage. Here you can observe the adults. Okay, two adults are there, and here many nymphal instars are there. Again these nymphal instars, they are of various stages. Few of the nymphs, they are smaller, means they are either first or second nymphal instar, while few of them they are fourth or fifth nymphal instar. Okay, so here not only the adult but the nymph, they also attack on the host plant, and they suck the cell sap from the leaves as well as from the tender shoot. It also feed on the seeds of the cotton, and the lint which is just stained by the excreta of the bug, and they produces or they are just responsible for causing the damage to the cotton, and the excreta which is responsible for staining the cotton, and since he called that particular pest as red cotton bug. Okay, so this is about the nature of damage. Now the next one, we study the control measure. How we are going to control the population of red cotton bug. So the cotton field should be plowed to expose the eggs to the sunlight, because when we studied the life cycle, we studied that the female red cotton bug required moist soil for the process of egg laying. Means always the eggs required the moist soil for their further growth. And since it is necessary to plow the field, when we are going to plow the field, automatically the eggs, they expose to the sunlight, directly to the sunlight, and we know that the sunlight which is possesses the UV rays, and those UV rays they are responsible for killing the embryo which is present inside the egg, or due to the process of desiccation the embryo die within the eggs when the eggs, they are exposed directly to the sunlight. So this is the first and the simplest method, plowing of the cotton field. Then the next one, that is the insect should be handpicked and killed in the kerosinated water. These are the cultural methods. So the first one, plowing of the field, then hand picking of the insect. Okay, so these are the we are saying that the cultural method. See here we can use the trap crop, bhendi, as a trap crop. Now in between the cotton field, we can just saw the bhendi. It is act as the alternative host plant, means the bugs, they directly attack on the bhendi instead of attacking on the cotton plant. Okay, so we are saying that this is the method, we called it as the trap crop, and the pest just collected there, and we can easily collect them and we can easily destroy them. Okay, then the next one is that the moistened cotton seeds, they should be hung up at the different places in the field where the bugs, they get they get just congregate, means they just come there near about the seeds, many of the numbers of the bugs they come there, and they may get killed in the kerosenated mixed water. So this is the one of the best method for killing the either the nymph or the adults. Then spraying of malathion 0.05% is also effective. So the we are using different types of insecticide, in that the malathion is one and the concentration is 0.05%. Again, one more insecticide is there. We are using 35% endosulfan, or we can also use the 100% EC zero point 0.5 sorry 0.25 liter of the phosphemidone. So this is about the use of the different types of the chemical. So initially we are using some of the cultural control, and here we are using the chemicals for controlling the pest of red cotton bug. Okay. So these are some references. Thank you.